abuse is less understood and documented. The reasons are diverse, partly just because people don't want to speak about it. In the immigrant population, it's even less well documented because it is something that is seen as so laden with stigma and bringing shame upon the family that people are unwilling to speak about it. So I can't really give you precise statistics. It has been said, however, that financial abuse is going to be the crime of the future. It takes a variety of different features, ranging from internet-based scamming to romance-based abuse, because seniors can be lonely. So romance becomes a pretext for cheating, for swindling. And beyond that, things such as living wills and personal directives also become instruments of abuse, and this is quite well documented. If the person is living in a care facility, there can be lethal abuse, such as the Elizabeth Whitlover case when this nurse in Ontario basically killed I don't know how many people in the double digits, right? That's more than abuse, that's murder. But it can take various forms of physical abuse and neglect. If the senior is still living at home, whether alone or with family, it takes on different aspects as well. So a senior who's living as part of the family might just be expected to be a caregiver or a domestic slave for all practical purposes, really. Essentially doing unpaid labor in exchange for bed and board. This is definitely part of transnational care economy that operates with immigrant seniors. When they come over on grandparent visas, for example, they might be here for 2 years doing exactly that. If they here for longer, if they become permanent residents, it might just continue. It's just unpaid excessive labor at home, looking after kids, doing the laundry, taking out the garbage, basically doing tasks of servitude, really. So that's another manifestation of abuse. If there is financial abuse within the home, or if the person is living in a supervised facility, that's another set of issues as well. It really depends on the context they're in, the time of life they're at, who's looking after them, how much power, legal power, has that person been given to dispose of the affairs of the senior. Within Edmonton, there is a Seniors Protection Partnership, which is a multi-agency partnership involving the City of Edmonton, the police, and other agencies. The exact details escape me, but they have created protocols and helplines to assist seniors. They are also sensitive to the needs of immigrant seniors, which are unique because, for example, I can speak for the South Asian community, language is a huge barrier. The stigma associated with speaking about violence and abuse and neglect is immense. So it brings shame upon the family, apparently, so people won't talk about it. Not knowing where to go for help, feeling that one will not be believed, is a huge barrier as well. One has to understand that even if they know where to go for help, even if they can speak the language, physical infirmity might keep them from taking any steps. I know the abuse, whichever demographic one looks at, abuse is so extremely complex and intersectional. Could go on for the whole day talking about different factors and as well as the different protections. So whatever protections one has in place or tries to come up with have to be geared to those multiple intersecting factors that make the person vulnerable to start with. So having sensitive, culturally appropriate, safe and competent health is critical with immigrant seniors. It has to be extremely gender sensitive as well. If it's a woman, if it's an elderly dependent woman who is the survivor or victim of abuse. Neglect and abuse are very closely related, and people don't often understand the difference and similarities between the two things. So abuse can just be neglect, but since it's not something that actually involves doing something to a person, people think it's not abuse. It could be just simply denying food or denying adequate nutrition or neglecting to turn the heating up for a person who's bedridden. That is abuse at some level, but it's not understood. And until it is understood, what can be done about it? Right? So what kind of protections are we looking at in that case? Sorry, that's a really roundabout way of answering it. But my point is that the complexities are not understood well enough for the solutions to be in place either.